the edge of Europe, the edge of the world. The year 1000 held terror for Christians.
Perilous times were at hand for men's souls. When the millennium approached, almost the whole world suffered the loss of great men, noble laymen, and clerics.
"1033 was the 1000th anniversary of Christ's crucifixion. From across Europe, pilgrims came to Jerusalem seeking salvation. Then as now, this was the holy city of the peoples of the book. Muslims shared it with Jews. Christians claimed it also.
At this time, an innumerable multitude of people from the whole world, greater than any man before could have hoped to see, began to travel to the sepulchre of the Saviour at Jerusalem. Many wished to die there. When some consulted the more watchful of the age as to what was meant by so many people, in numbers unheard of in earlier ages, going to Jerusalem, some replied, cautiously enough, that it could portend nothing other than the advent of the accursed Antichrist, who, according to divine testimony, is expected to appear at the end of the world.
But the world did not end. When the pilgrims reached Jerusalem, they found Christianity divided. Rival traditions from all over Christendom worshipped in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. A 1,000 years later, they still worship here, but every column and candle is jealously fought over. They do not even trust each other to hold the keys to the door. For 800 years, the same two Muslim families have held them, locking it each evening and opening it the following day. In the 11th century, Christianity was divided into two rival camps. The Western Catholic Church looked to Rome, the Eastern Orthodox Church to Constantinople. Hagia Sophia was the headquarters of the Eastern Church. It was rich, cultured, and urbane. The Western Church was jealous of its wealth and held its priests in contempt.
These soft, effeminate men with large sleeves, who wear tiaras and turbans, who are liars, eunuchs, and lazybones. They go about clad in purple.
In Western Christendom, churchmen considered themselves the true custodians of the doctrine of Christ, handed down in Rome. In 1054, years of political wrangling reached a climax. The Pope issued a bull excommunicating the Eastern Church. The split confirmed a deep cultural divide. The West had many great centers of learning, but much of Europe was still covered by forest, deep and uncharted. Here, Christians felt isolated, as the Pope acknowledged.
Of Europe, the last region of the world, we Christians inhabit only a small part. For who will give the name of Christians to barbarians who live like whales on the icy ocean?
On the northern fringes, Christians eked out a living. Beyond their settlements, the unknown began. Wolves and brigands lurked in the depths. Christ was one God amongst many. Pagan beliefs lived on. The gods of the trees turned women into werewolves. Babies were sacrificed at their altars. Here, Christ was not a distant figure, but a warrior knight who fought pagan evil. One by one, the northern kings converted to Christianity, banishing their old gods to the forest. The need to escape this environment gave Christendom dynamism. In the next 100 years, the wilderness would be tamed, and forests would give way to cathedrals.